Ready to get into it. YouTube's recommendation feed sucks. I said it. Okay? I go on here and I see some stuff like obviously Goku 100x gravity room training. That's exactly what I'm into. But like I see like Post Malone eats his last meal. Like I don't engage with Post Malone at all. Lex Friedman speaks to Palestinians in West Bank. No thanks. So my whole thing is I want to actually get my own YouTube recommended feed, and I want to build it from scratch, and I want to be able to, and there's a whole process for doing this, and I have some old software that I have from a year ago called My Algorithm, which was my own way of doing this for a lot of different websites, but I want to just focus on YouTube today, and I want to make a Chrome extension that actually adds our own custom feed in here, like at the top, and hopefully we can get it done, and I think we can because we're 10x. So we have to sneeze too. No. Okay. It's so unsatisfying. All right. Okay, so let me go see what people are saying. So I think we're gonna get pretty close to this, but you know what? And also, if anyone requests anything, because I'm not gonna do much AI in this video, I'm gonna set up the groundwork to do basic topic modeling and basic. Oh, dude, Sai, yeah, this is exactly your video. So, if you wanted to know how to build this is your video. 100%. How do I... First I have to figure out how to pop the chat out. Yo, what's up, Reed? Are you ready? We're gonna do a few things. First things first, I wrote it out because I was already streaming for a little bit, but it wasn't working. So first things first. We have a few components here. So we have to do a few things. Because think about what YouTube's doing when they're getting our recommendation feeds, which suck. Our recommendation feeds suck. If you're like, oh, I like my recommendation feed, it's because you're brainwashed, okay? Your recommendation feed sucks. I'm sorry. So what they do is they track your behavior. I'm telling you, okay? They pull in data from third-party tools, so Google, news companies, Facebook, they all have the same third-party companies, which they have your email, typically your email and your name, and that's your ID. If they don't have your name, they have your email. So if you use the same email in a lot of places, guess what? That's why when you just like say something to Siri and all of a sudden you get it on YouTube recommendation feed, that's what's up. That's what's happening. So, and also they know your Wi-Fi and all that. So we're not gonna do any of that because we're good people. And I just want to have a recommendation feed that I own, that I know how I'm tracking my behavior. And for anyone confused, there's no server interaction here. We're tracking our own behavior, keeping it to ourselves. This is, self-hosted, what we're building today. So we have to figure out how to track our own behavior, and I'm gonna think of some methodologies to do that. And we're gonna have to do some sort of topic modeling on the data we get. So we're gonna have to do something where, we're gonna build a recommendation system today. We're not gonna do much. So I want to build a neural net, classifier plus some text generation on top of this. And I want to use Llama 2 in the next video to recommend topics and do some cool stuff with that. We're going to use some Hugging Face inference API for that. But for now, we're going to build the foundations to actually get this going. And we're going to do some very basic topic modeling with our own algorithm. We're going to build from scratch. And so that's going to be, in these topics, the way we're going to get the data is going to be super simple. with the topics we get from that, we're going to go into our YouTube search. So we're going to be web scraping, of course. We web scrape every day. Web scrape every day. You know how like influencers are like, you gotta wake up at 4 a.m. every day. You gotta shit every morning, crap every morning, and every night. You know how they're like that? We web scrape every day. All right, so the search. Yeah. What the Llama 2 is gonna be awesome. Llama 2 is good, but stick around. Like, you don't want to be stuck in that video without knowing the context, though. That's gonna be cool, though. So my idea with that is to pretty much be like, essentially tell Llama, use some embedding similarity search to get something relevant to something that we're gonna want to see, and then tell Llama to say, hey, give us some topics related to our behavior, and then we'll do this, which we're gonna be manufacturing searches. So let's say I'm into Goku, like AMV. I search that because I'm 12. Search, and we're gonna get like the top end videos, and we're gonna cache those, or we're gonna just do it. So we can do something where we can cache this in the background, so we can do some background script pre-processing as we browse. And I'll talk all about how Chrome extensions work. We'll do a Chrome extension primer in a bit, in like 5 seconds but so we can do that in the background, or whenever we set up a routine to get new data, we can do it on request. So we have 2 different ways of fetching new data, but we're going to be looking at our behavior, doing some topic modeling, building up a search query, and then querying YouTube to get video data. That's what we'll be doing, and we'll see if I think we can search Google as well and web scrape Google, because they might actually be better, and we can filter our Google search by site, youtube.com. And just to talk to you guys about this, so I built something like this on, you can check out my GitHub, called My Algorithm. I did this for generic websites, like just recommending anything, and here we're gonna just focus on YouTube, and we're gonna build it in a better way. This was a year ago, so I'm better now. But yeah, I just don't like recommendation feeds. All right, let's do it. And I'm actually gonna steal some of my code here. I just opened up Firefox for no reason. The live's laggy. Hold on a second. Why is it laggy? Hold on a second. Let me first get this code. How laggy from 1 to 10? Let's go. Let's get the manifest. Let me make this smaller. I wonder if that'll be better. Let's actually. You're like seeing me edit my thing here. Okay. That's super laggy. 7.5. Is this better? Did what I do, did that just make it a little better? I'm setting up less bits now. For anyone watching the recording of this, just fast forward.
I can check it out. See what it looks like.
Yeah. Did what I do make it better? Alright, so in the meantime,
how many, I guess, what's the bit rate that you're sending?
I just decreased the bit rate
It should be around
to because I thought that would make it faster.
Well, increasing it would be better, I think.
That would make it faster.
Well, if it's too low, then increasing it would make
Oh,
it
it's better now? Well, someone in the chat says better. Because I'm sending less data.
It's like my computer, like your camera.
The camera's laggy. Well, I think if I increase the bit rate, it would mess up the network.
Well, it depends how high it is, though.
You think if I made the bit rate higher, it'd be better?
You keep it between like 3,000 to 4,000 for smooth camera.
But what if the network can't handle it?
Well, the network would be fine. You're unless someone's like using a lot of.
Okay. Let's trust Sam. Let's trust Sam on this. My brother's giving me advice.
Your computer is your CPU would be the one thing that's going to make you the most.
Okay. Well, actually, I'm gonna keep it because the chat said it's better, so I'm just gonna keep it. All right. So let's call this based YouTube feed for whatever reason, and let me think. I wonder what. You know what? Actually, let's close Chrome. Okay, so let's go. And all right, so this is the basics of Chrome extensions right now. Is you have. So this is your manifest, and your manifest has pretty much everything you need, and it's the configuration file for your. It's pretty much your package JSON, a bit for your. Oh, it's fixed now. Oh no, nice. It's fixed. Thanks. Thank you guys. All right, cool. So yeah, I guess I gotta just decrease the bit rate, whatever. Oh, it's smooth. Oh, you know what? No, it was Chrome. Yeah, it's just my CPU sucks. Okay, so that's all right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up Firefox instead. All right, whatever. But in the meantime, let's just run through because this is really important for Chrome extensions. So Firefox is just as good for making extensions, so it's not too big of a deal. I think my Chrome is like super laggy, which kind of sucks. But all right, so this is manifest version 3. You're going to want to use this version because version 2, you're going to see a lot of documentation on version 2. Version 2 is going out of fashion. We're not going to be doing this. So we're going to have most. Okay, hold on a second. So most package manifest JSON files are essentially breaking down your permissions and the scripts you have, the background scripts you have, the front end scripts you have, the content scripts. When I say front end scripts, I mean like your pop up. We don't have a pop up really in here, so let's set that up. Pop up.html. And let's touch. So the pop-up is just what the user sees when they're like messing, like when you use ad block and you see like that little thing in the top right. So we're gonna do main.js. So we'll create a content script called content.js, and we'll create a background.js, and okay, so tabs, web requests. I think we are gonna need all this stuff, which should be fine. I think that at the end of the day, it's educational, so it doesn't need to be perfect. I think this is everything. So what we're saying is set up the background script to be background.js. What this is it's a service worker. If you don't know service workers, you're not 10x. Okay, so service workers, they're scripts that work in the background. They work as a background process for each website, and they get provisioned per website you're on. And a website can provision a service worker, and it can do things like deal with loading up data for offline mode, or something that is JavaScript that executes when someone goes to the browser, that isn't really, that's on a different it's on a different network lifecycle than like your typical GET request that's sending the content back. So whenever you see, like, you go to Twitter and it's like not working, but you still see a bunch of stuff on Twitter, it's typically because of service workers. They're typically used for caching and things like that. Okay, our content script is the script that's going to be injected into the page. This is the script we're going to use to actually render the recommendation feed. So let's go to, I gotta reopen the chat, guys. So I gotta hear what people are saying, because I didn't know the stream was that laggy. It's an ongoing process, the streams. It's an ongoing process. All right. Let me content pop script out. Is the script that's going to be injected into the... Shut up. Okay, let me pop out. Hey, what's up, Tony? Page, this is the script we're going to use. Hey, what's... Alright, so let me pop this out, this chat, so you can see what people are saying. Alright, so we're going to go to... So we're actually going to use the debug screen here. Hold on a second. We're not using debug. Okay, so Firefox developer console. I think I need to look this up. Oh, plugins. Right. I typically make Chrome extensions, so I'm gonna have to look up some extra stuff here. This is not 10x. Plugins page. Does anyone remember what the page is? I think it's about plugins. Yeah, about plugins. Right. Alright, cool. No, it's not. Hold on a sec. Totally forgot. Let's just go to a how-to. By the way, the reason why this doesn't matter too much is because the API is the same for extensions for Chrome, but that's all right. Okay. Yeah, it is about debugging. I was right. Where is the... And then there's like a developer mode or something. Let's see. About add-ons. And then, right, this is it. Nice. Beautiful. Okay, so let's see if install add-on from file. And then we're going to want to go to dev folder and based YouTube feed. I'm such an idiot. And let's open this up. Alright. Amazing. It's probably broken though, because we didn't actually set it up properly yet. Yeah. Alright, cool. But that's how you do it. So we gotta go here and we gotta install add-ons from file. So that's how we're gonna be debugging. Anyway, so I think this part's fine. So the API for Firefox and Chrome is like pretty much the same thing for extensions, so that makes sense. Let's alert here to test if this works. Again, we're saying match every single page that's youtube.com/star, and then we're saying enter the content.js file that we have on that page. All right, now let's see what's broken for us. So let's go install add-ons file. Oh, I think we have to make a zip file for this. There shouldn't be the we should be able to debug add-ons. We should be able to load temporary add-on. That's what we want to do. This is so much less intuitive than Chrome. Chrome's like, hey, you want to make an extension? Like this is what it is. All right, so what's the error? It says background service worker is currently disabled. So let's look that up. Isn't a bug? It doesn't support. Oh, it doesn't support that yet. You know why? Because actually, they're on manifest 2. So let me go back. I remember I set this up on my extension. So we're gonna work through these kinks in a sec. Let's go to Firefox extension. This is almost a 9x stream. It's embarrassing. Really, I think this is like the only thing that's different. So in Manifest 2, this gave me such a pain when I was doing this. In Manifest 2, you set things up like this. So you're not setting up a service worker, you're setting up a script and you're just telling it to be persistent or not persistent. Ours is going to be persistent. We kind of want to deal with it like a server. Because we're going to be interacting with this to say fetch us new YouTube videos based on our behavior. And we're also going to want to be, you know what? We're going to want to track, let's actually go to every website let's go to every website, because we're going to want to be parsing to get the data for the websites that we go frequent. We're going to want to go to websites that have, we're going to want to parse the metadata from every website we go to pretty much, and then we're going to be storing that in some sort of local storage system. We can use browser storage, which is the Firefox API for it. All right, cool. So let's still alert test so we can see if this works. Let's reload the temporary add-on. I just hate the terminology because they say extensions, then add-ons and plugins. It's like, first you can just click on any file in the directory. All right, so it loaded, gave us 2 warnings. Host permissions is not supported, so this is not what that is. I don't think we care about that. Let me see, what was my other, oh cool, it looks like it did actually execute that test thing. Nice, and it did on every site. Alright, okay, so we're doing good. So now, and also it didn't do it on this one because the pattern for this is not HTTP. This pattern, it's HTTP. So we're saying for every single website that's HTTPS, insert this content file. So really what we want to do here, so we can actually start developing. So make sure, and the chat's almost there. So make sure everything's smooth, right? Okay. I don't want to be too choppy. Okay. But so there's a couple things we can do. We can first start out making the script to store our data, which is what I want to do, and then do the topic modeling, and then do the video fetching. And then after we do all that, we can make the front end to actually make the recommendation feed. So that's what I'm thinking so far. All right, so, and just to kind of, if someone's joining right now, like, we're making a better recommendation feed than YouTube. That's it. All right, so let's go and let's do function. So this is going to be something that's going to just parse the title, parse metadata from the site. It's very simple. And we're going to want to run this after. Let's run this. How are we running this? We're going to want to run this when the browser loads content. So document content loaded, right? Content loaded. Window event. I need to reload that. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna every site I'm going to is that's hilarious. Alright, so window, add event listener, document content loaded. Parse metadata, and then we're gonna have to have some if YouTube stuff. So we'll say like if dot origin let's just do this. Actually, let me show you. You should use index of. So I'm saying if youtube.com is in the host name, then we'll do this later, but we're gonna have to do a process to render the render the YouTube recommendation feed. Okay, so but for now let's parse the metadata, and the way we're gonna parse the metadata, and this is gonna be the data we're gonna use to make the topics to get our recommended content in the recommendation feed. So let's just look at a random site here. Just a random site. I think we just want the title. We definitely want the title. So I already know we want that. And we want, what else do we want? Let's go to something better than this. I still want to keep that. Let's go to Hacker News. Let's go to some random article here. UCLA Health. So what I'm doing is I want to see all the metadata we want to get. So this is just one metric we can use to track ourselves. We can track ourselves with a lot of metrics. Here I'm saying, give me the title and give me, I'll say the description. So get title, get description. And I want to get the OG data. So let's see if we can get the OG. If there's OG description and OG title, use this instead. So that takes priority. And I think that's it for now. I don't want to overcomplicate it. Hold on a second. It's name, description. So we're scraping. We're always scraping. So on my tombstone, they'll be like, who was he? He scraped. Alright. Meta description. Use this. Property. OG title. the OG. Oh yeah, OG is the open graphs. This is like Facebook's metadata, which most websites have. But at the very least, most websites have titles. So we'll always be able to scrape the title. This is just to say this is information we recently looked up. So this is the title. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. Inner text. I think that's good enough. Let me think. Yeah, so, alright. Mostly every site's going to have that, so we don't have to worry about that. Not every site's going to have a description, but most are. Alright. Just opened up VS Code for whatever reason. Why do I even have that? Alright. So the meta description, the OG title, then we'll get the OG description. And this will be, I think this is also, let's see. Yeah, it's all content. So we're just saying get the attribute content for each of these. They may not exist, so we'll do the question mark to resolve it as not existing. And we can do that here too. So we can say what we can do is we can store. Well, so we actually want these to take priority. So if there's no OG title, because these, and the reason why I do this is because let's actually just do this. But the reason why I do this is because the OG title, whenever you're scraping, you're trying to get meta information, it's typically the best thing to get. So it's typically the thing that just has the most real world semantics associated with it. It's just a real thing. Like someone made that to describe the page. Often the title isn't going to be what the page is about. So this is going to be our metadata, title, comma, description. And let's find a way to store this. So we can store this in local storage, or we can store it using the storage API. So let's look at the storage API. And so one little thing about, which we'll see in a second, about when using Firefox versus, hold on a second. Yeah, okay. So when using Firefox versus, I just want to see, do they have extensions that use it? Firefox versus Chrome is that the global variable for the API for Chrome is going to be Chrome, and then for Firefox it's going to be browser. So that's all there is to that. That's nothing too crazy about that. So let's go to storage dot. I just want to go to Stack Overflow using it. Stack Overflow is like so good. But it's funny. Recently, I was seeing that the Stack Overflow usage is down. Which makes sense, cause like sometimes Stack Overflow is like it's not that great. So like sometimes it's like someone just like telling you you're just a piece of. I can't curse in the stream, but like. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's someone who's just like, well, if you were like actually intelligent, you wouldn't have said that, but that's interesting. But in general, it's the best place to get data, to get information. There's no other. I think part of the reason why the usage is down is because GitHub overall is GitHub like threads are probably the main place people go for new technology like React and things like that. But the OG is Stack Overflow. Well, since 2008. Let's just say YouTube underscore metadata. Alright, so let's go YouTube underscore metadata. So we're setting something labeled that. I think we have to, I don't think we can save objects to this. So we'll have to stringify it. And eventually we'll have to do a get for this key later. But we don't have to do that. We don't have to care about that now. So actually, we don't want to, hold on. We don't want to do this. So right now, we do actually want to do a get. So we want to say, we're parsing the metadata. And after we parse the metadata, we'll get YT metadata, which is a key that we're saving to store all of our metadata. And this is a promise. So actually, let's await this. And this is response. What is response? Response has the key as a key here. So we'll say response dot metadata. So if response dot metadata, we will want, let's make it an array. Actually, I don't know if we can store arrays. Storage API, can we, I'm saying we, can I store arrays? Let's see. Oh, okay. Let me just see an example. Just want to make sure that we can do this. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, this is, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. This is what I want. And we can look at the Chrome storage local answer because, oh yeah, the local and sync, the difference there is when you use storage.sync, you're syncing the information between different browsers. That's what that's for.
There's different sizes between local and sync too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is the sync larger?
I forget the like the limit, but I think you can store more on local. I think.
That makes sense. I'm guessing sync has some cloud storage associated with it. Okay, so, oh yeah, all right, okay. It looks like we can save. Yeah, we can save objects. All right, cool. So if it doesn't exist, we'll preload it. So we'll say YT metadata equals this. And we don't have to do that. We can say YT metadata equals that. And I'm assuming it's null. I don't know if it isn't null. Equals that. Okay. So we're gonna use YT metadata, and we're gonna want to do our push to it. So we'll push a metadata object. And it's just gonna be an array of a ton of objects here for every website we go to. I'm realizing we probably want to do the NLP stuff right here. Also, I'm not sure if we can do this browser storage in the content script. I kind of forgot. All right, but let's set this key and let's render the YouTube recommendation feed. Oh yeah, we're not doing that yet. Let's first see if this actually works. And the way we're going to see if it works is we're going to, every time we go to a page, we're going to log the response variable. So right now, if you're just tuning in, we're trying to see how we can get metadata from every website we go to, and we're going to store that as like user behavior for ourselves, and then we're going to use that user behavior to later on fetch data from YouTube and then return it to the browser. Okay. All right, so now let's go back to this and let's reload. We still have a warning. Action is unsupported. Okay, it's fine. So now let's go to, let's refresh. Open up the inspector. So we're debugging our content script in the inspector here. I don't see anything getting logged. Let's see. DOM content loaded. Parse metadata, browser storage. I also see a ton of stuff getting logged. Alright. So, yeah, let's just undo that. Let's see why that didn't load. Let's just log thing. Then let's, oh, I think the event listener's messed up. First thing. Let's reload. I don't know if I have to reload every time. Alright, first thing. The other thing is not loading. Wait, this is a document event. I think. No, NS error unexpected. It's a thing with GitHub. The other thing didn't load. What's going on here? Add event listener. I don't think we really need to do DOM content loaded anyway, because the metadata should just exist in the payload. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Oh, nice. Await is only valid in async functions, async generated. So cool. I mean, kind of not cool because we got the async error, but at least it's running the async thing. I'm just doing this. Actually, we could do an inline script here. I'm doing async because you know, I'm lazy. If you're a coder and you're not lazy, you're not. You're just not. You're just not. You're not. That's the most lazy thing. I'm like, you're just not. Okay, so I didn't execute it. Inline scripts are good for, okay, cool. Now it actually ran. But we got an error, so let's see what that error is. Storage API will not work with the temporary add-on ID. Please add an explicit add-on ID. So when debugging, I can't use the storage API. What? What a weird thing. I think I might just use local storage. Local storage is fine. Okay. Last time I tried it. Do they have? All right. Well, let me get this Hacker News thing. Last time I tried to test an extension on Firefox, yarn ad. Oh, you know what? Let's do local. Yeah, I think to sync you need to have an actual extension ID that's not. Oh, it worked. Cool. All right. Let's refresh. So what we're saying is we're just saving it locally. All right. So we have an array of 3 objects. Now it says 4. And cool. I don't know why this one's undefined. Oh, because it went to this page. So you know what? If both these are undefined, just ignore it. Or if the page isn't HTTP, then let's ignore it. Let's make an edge case. So because it went to this about debugging page and still tried to do it. So let's do window.location dot href. How do we check for this? If there's no origin, it's probably the best thing to do. Because every site should have an origin. Yeah. So let's just say we could just ignore everything if there's no origin. So that's because it's just so like in this about debugging page, it doesn't like hit it or anything. All right. So what do we do next? Right. So now we're saving some basic storage data for ourselves. Before we get too in the weeds with that, I want to start doing the script to do the topic modeling. So I'm just going to do a basic. This is not really even topic modeling. I'm just going to get a position, a POS tagger. I think wink is what I was looking at earlier. Because I can use this on client-side JS. Pretty sure. Ignore the npm install. Let's look at where's the GitHub repo. There should be something I can just use. Dependency status. Alright, let me just look at the test. I actually don't know what runkit is, assuming that's the build tool. I don't think this is client-side JS. I'm just gonna look at it. I'm just gonna look up. The reason why it has to be client-side is because we're not doing any server stuff. And so the reason why I'm getting the parts of speech tagger is, so I was going to do TF-IDF, but I felt it was overkill for this. And we just want to get something working, because later on I want to actually use some neural net, some transformer magic to do this. But for now we're just going to get the parts of speech, and we're going to look at the occurrences of the parts of speech, and also look at the recency of certain things. If something's very recent, then I guess it'll be more relevant. We could figure out what'll make sense like that. Okay, so what's this called? POS.js. Does he have a distribution? Oh, it's right here. Cool. Oh, it's all using require and everything. Oh, this is 8 years ago? Maybe we shouldn't use this. I just want one script. There should be. I don't want to load up. I don't want to make this too hefty. I don't want to load up anything that'll let me require modules on the front end. I just want to get a just one file. Singularity POS tagger. Let's see. Is this what is this? Oh, you know what? I think I used NLP compromise before. Actually, yeah, didn't I use that in this project? Yeah, I think this is what I want. I want something super simple. It's just, I can just get one file distribution. I can do NLP tagging with it. That's all I want. And I think this is that. It does have NPM and everything, but yeah, modified size. Something that's just, can have a modified, yep, has parts of speech tagging. Okay, it's well documented, and I kind of just want to see how to get it without it. Okay, I'm gonna go builds, yay. Okay, let's go to builds. Compromise JS. What is this? Is this it? Oh wow, 2 months ago? So this is like used or worked on. Alright, cool. So wow, this is, I don't know why this took a long time to load. Alright, let's go to the raw version of this. Okay, this page is like frozen. Wow, this is super slow. Raw. I clicked on it like a billion times. Okay, cool. So, compromise.js. Let's go to this. Let's go to this. Go to this and let's save this here, and we will load this in our extension. So this is how you load up other, so we want this in the content script. We could do this in the content script. Typically I'll do this in the background script, but we're going fast. We're going fast and hungry. So let's load the compromise script, which is huge apparently. Or it's not huge, but it's like, I think it's like a third of a megabyte, which is kind of a lot. 300 kilobytes. Alright. Let's go back to the docs. Well, first let's rerun it and see if we broke anything. No? Cool. So now let's go to compromise NLP. And we're going. Soon we will have our own recommendation feed. I believe it. We will never stop. Alright. So we'll see what happens when I do this. So we'll get the say if title well, this is the description as well. We're gonna parse all the nouns. Then else, or no, if description we're gonna use const because we did our JavaScript tutorial. You want to prioritize const. I'm going to prioritize constants. We don't need to, because we're masters. We're senior devs. So let's log the doc for each of these. I just want to see what it, actually let's log doc.nouns. Let's see if this actually works, because we're going to want to get nouns. Well, it's not that simple. We're going to want to get proper nouns. For now. There's a much better way to do it. Okay, let's go to this page. Did it log the nouns? Okay, PTRS, I'm guessing that's parts of speech. On the document, and then I don't understand. Okay, so this doesn't return what I thought it did. So how do I just get proper nouns? People normalize. I'm gonna look at all the functions I have here. So where's .people? Because I definitely want to do that. I want to get people, places, organizations, topics. Oh, topics is just people, places, organizations. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So let's just do that. Let's do doc.topics. Let's see what that returns. So we just save that. I think it should automatically run it. Let's refresh. Just in case. Oh, you know what I should do? I should log the title, comma, this thing, and then the description, comma, this thing. So this is like, this is how it is. It's a lot of trying over and over and over again. This actually doesn't have anything here, but I would want natural language to be something I get. This one has one. What happens when I do array from? Which you've seen on the other things. I like array from. It didn't rerun. I thought when you save it, it just reruns. Oh no, when I reload, it reruns. Okay. It says undefined. Okay. Alright, well I gotta like look at how this works. Okay, alright. I was gonna say, if it just looks like that, then... So they have like a print list function. Wouldn't that be like a default type thing? Wouldn't that be something that like it should come with? Why is this being weird? forgot what this site is, but I think you can click on this to see the full. No? I want to see what. Yeah. I want to see what this print list function is. Okay, so let's go back. And this is fun. Print. It's text. Document is data. Maybe dot out is what we want. Dot. Okay, this is how we do it. I'm being like a little kid. Let's see what this returns. Let's return this. Let's see. What? Oh, okay. So the only thing it got a topic that from this that was GitHub, and then it just returned that. So I need to obviously not return it like that. That looks insane. So I need to get docs. No. A text. Also, I don't just want. Let's just do nouns. Okay. It's giving me all the characters. This is what happens when you just like use something without learning about it. You're just da 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 da. It happens to the best of us. Is there a way for me to just get all these things? Yeah, do I just do .docs? And I refresh. Okay. So I have an array of. Okay, this is what I want. So they gave me a lot of arrays actually. I don't know. And then this one, oh okay, and then they'd say what this chunk is. This is like very complicated. Natural, and then it says the tags. Alright, so not using this right. We'll figure it out. You know what? I don't want to do this NLP thing, I think. Mass possess. Oh, match. Maybe. Okay, I see. People normalize .text. What happens if I did nouns.text? I think I already tried that, but oh, I'm doing array from. My bad. It's been a slow day. I forgot to remove the array from. No one's perfect. Clearly, I'm far from perfect. That was a terrible mistake. That's why it was like looking super weird. Like it was actually working before. Oh, am I still logging this? Oh yeah, because I'm just getting the text from it. Okay, cool. So let me actually undo. Which one did I have that actually think worked? I think I did. I got the nouns. then the out, and then the output. Let's do docs. So we're just trying to see if we can get parts of speech here. And once we do that, we're golden. Okay. It's an array of 4 things. Okay. That's what we want. So that's well, it's not really fully what we want, but it's getting close. So let's just do this dot text topics dot text and see what that returns. Oh, I didn't reload it. This is an empty string, and this one's a string that's GitHub. Okay. This one was processing modest. So I think that I just split it. Let's just do nouns, and then let's get the text, and then let's split it by a space, and I think this is what we want. I know someone who uses this is going to be like, what are you doing? But I think we're fine if we do that. See, this is how you do it. You use a thing, you don't research it at all, and then you get mad when it doesn't work, and then you freak out over and over again. Oh yeah, we don't want to just get every noun. Let's just do this for now, and yeah, let's do this for now, and then we'll modify this though. But let's join both of these. So let's actually not return an object like this. Let's just turn an array, and this will be the topics. Let's do topics. Let topics equals topics dot concat. Okay. All right. So now we will be, and we don't have to reduce. We actually don't want to dedupe this. We want to just return all the topics that we got from the parse metadata. And now we're going to be saving this over and over again. Let's actually clear out our metadata. So metadata. Oh, and instead of just adding these arrays together, we can just make the metadata just a huge series of these nouns. Just a huge bulk of data. Remember, we're being real quick here. This isn't the best way to store stuff. I mean, really, you'd want to have some data about each term. But here we're just going to have a huge database of terms, or a huge array of terms. And so instead of loading this up and doing this and then pushing, we will be concat equals metadata. We'll be concatenating the string that we get back. And then later on we're going to be doing some occurrence parsing and all that. But for now, before we do this, let's actually clear it out. So let's look up how to clear the storage. Storage API clear. I think it's just a dot clear method. I just want to see if you clear it by, oh, it's the wrong thing, web storage API. Let's just do Is there a clear? Yeah, there is a clear. It empties the entire storage. Let's just remove. Well, we can clear the whole thing. Doesn't matter. So let's do storage. I think we need to do it in our session. Yeah, we need to do it in our session here. So let's just do it at the top. Then we'll remove this line. So storage.local.clear, because remember our data is malformed. So we need to clear everything. And this ran again. Nice. Cool. Let's run this again. Let's see if now, yes, we have a new data object, which is just an array of things. We have the, I totally forgot. Whatever. We can just manually, you know what, I want to do it right the first time. Let's not get those nouns. We don't have to do that. Is singular. Do they have a proper nouns thing? So what we can do is we can get topics and there has to be some breakdown of the nouns. I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to just, because they have their own tagging for nouns where it's like NN, NNP. We want to get NNP. Alright, this isn't what we want to do. This is just like a comprehensive breakdown of everything, which is cool. Oh, I see how to use that out function. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, but we don't need these logs anymore. We'll just post-process it and just remove the dot and everything. Alright, so we're getting our data. Now we can start getting the topics. So a couple ways we can do that. We can have something running in the background, always processing things to get topics. Or we can do something that, let's do something that whenever we go to the page, it gets the topics, which should be pretty fast, really fast algorithm. And then it just fetches the data for us, and then it loads up the recommender. Trying to think if there's a better way to do that, because I could just have it happen in the background every X amount of times, but for now let's just do this. Alright, so we want to say when we go to YouTube, actually I think we can just do everything in the content script now that we're being fast. I'm trying to like get this done really fast, just because I like kind of showing how you would just get things done quickly without thinking about your loved ones. And this is just life. Like, a lot of people think, oh, okay, like I have to do everything right all the time. There's a lot of times where you got to do things fast because people will lose money if you don't, or you'll lose money if you don't. So you need to learn how to do both. You need to learn how to do things the right way, and you need to learn how to do things fast. It's a part of life. If anyone disagrees, they're not 10x. If anyone doesn't agree with the fact that you have to like sometimes do things in a not efficient way, then they have, I promise you, they don't know what they're talking about. Promise you. Okay, so let's get topics. So let's first check if we're on the YouTube homepage. So now we're actually going to make the recommendation feed. So the content script, we're going to check if we're on the YouTube homepage. By the way, just as an aside, I think it's better to not do all this on the content script and to send messages, fire off messages to the background script. to do all these things. Hey, it's my video. So that's what I think. But right now, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's okay. You'll be okay. Everything's fine. You're okay. So let's actually insert something here. Let's see how we can actually insert something in. Let's do this later. First, let's just check if we're on the home page. We're only going to do the recommendation feed on the home page. So I'm going to say window.location.origin. Well, we want to check the href, not the origin. We want to check the href exactly matches this. So we don't want to do this. We want to say the href needs to literally match this. Because if it doesn't, we're not on the home page. And if the href matches that literally, then we'll get the YT metadata. We'll run a function that's like get topics from metadata, and we'll pass the metadata from this. And we're gonna have to like clean it first, which kind of sucks, because you don't want to clean it every time. So this is, you'll want to have some, you want to do this on the back end. You want to be, you can clean it as you're passing it up, or you can clean it in some sort of batch, not batch, but in some sort of some routine that's running over time-based routine that's just running like every X amount of time. Some cron job, some simulated cron job, and it can run every time you open up the browser as well. So there's a lot of ways we can do this. Right now we're going to want to clean the data, so we're going to want to do metadata.filter data item, and then data item greater than, let's just say it has to be greater than 2. It's one condition. And the data item shouldn't be a part of this array that has a dot, that has and, that has the, what else? And there's a ton of things. We're gonna get rid of that. Oh yeah, these are gonna already be ignored because the length. There's the. We should probably depluralize some of this stuff. Capital the. Oh, actually, we should have. This is so backyard engineer that we're not even. Before we add the topics, we should be lowercasing everything. Topic to lowercase. Okay. So yeah, we shouldn't have to worry about that later. Okay, so what else? Let's go to some other pages. Let's go to like maybe just go to Hacker News and just flip through a ton of YouTube things. So let's go here. We will finish this. We will survive the winter. Browsers, processing development. Is it not saving stuff anymore? Let's go to this guy's project. Oh, it is. Never mind. And the dashes, all that stuff sucks. Because the problem with that stuff is that it is going to be a reoccurring topic. Oh, you know what? We want to do this based off of the time it was added. So for now, we can use the this is not great, but we can, because we're this is very, you know what? Let's use better data than this. I don't know why I'm like constraining myself to have bad data. Why am I doing that? Let's do term. Let's make this an array of objects. And then we'll have timestamp, and then we'll just get a timestamp, and why am I blanking on? My brain is just like, my brain is having some probs. It's like such a dad saying that. My brain's having probs right now. Oh, Dad. It's like a fucking sitcom. Alright, I just want to get the timestamp. I don't know how I forgot. I've done this like a million times. Oh, get time, of course. Alright, so get time. I want to get the timestamp just so we can easily sort through these later by timestamp and do some magic with the timestamp, because we want to store these timestamps. So let's actually clear this again. And I forgot if we're, oh yeah, we're not even done our function yet. This is fine for now. So let's go and, oh, unexpected token on line 26. Why would that be unexpected? Oh, because, yeah, okay. That's fair. I think for objects you have to do that. Alright, let's reload this. So, one thing I like about building stuff like this, undo the clear, is the more you have tools like this where you have control, the less you have to worry about essentially, oh, we're not saving stuff anymore. The less you have to worry about kind of being like, oh no, YouTube's algorithm sucks. Oh no, like Twitter banned me or whatever. It's like once people start building their own products, they don't have to worry about a lot of these things. Okay, so I'm trying to think, why would this, oh, did I not reload it? Let me just make sure. Oh yeah, okay, it's good now. Okay, cool. So you see we have the term. Oh yeah, we gotta strip all those characters from it. That's fine for now. It's fine for now. Actually, let's just want to get a good script for this. What? Oh, can you do like 2-string Unicode? Is that how you can get rid of punctuation? That would actually be very cool if that was a way to do that. Oh, replace and then this. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So before we do this, let's do 2 lowercase, and also let's replace all the punctuation with an empty string. Alright, just to clean it. Alright, but anyway, so now we're getting pretty close. So we can go, first things first, we clean the data a little bit. Metadata equals metadata. We just say every word more than 2, and then we get rid of the, we'll have to just continually add things to this. And then we're going to say, for now, let's just rank them by the occurrences. So occurrences, I'm going to make a map, right? So if you want to get occurrences in an array of strings and you want to order it, you can do it like this. You can say, super simple, just for meta, for data item of metadata. Occurrences data item equals 1. If it doesn't exist, equal to 1. Else do plus plus. Okay. And now we have this list of occurrences. Now we can get the object keys. And we can now let me think. Yeah, let's do this. Let's sort the keys. Let me think. There's a better way to do this. That's fine. No, it's fine. Okay, let's sort this based on E minus A, descending, and oh, my bad. We want to get occurrences E minus occurrences A, and then just so I can see, I just want to map it with, I know it's doing so many array methods, but I just want to map it with data item, comma. I just want to see the occurrences in the final output. Occurrence count. And that'll be occurrences data item. It's not great, but it's fine. Okay, so this is the sorted metadata. This sorted metadata. So let's log that. Let's run this function. So we're getting topics from our metadata. And we will use these topics to destroy the algorithm, to search and destroy the algorithm. Kill the enemy, kill the enemy, kill the enemy. So dramatic. Alright, unexpected token. Oh, is that, wait, what? No, that has to be an old error. Because it lists the regex. It's clear. No, I think it's an old error. Well, let me just refresh. Wait, what? Oh, it only does it on YouTube, right? So on the other sites, it just gets the page. On YouTube, it does the topic model. I mean, it just gets the metadata on all the other sites. Here we do topic modeling, then we fetch data. Okay, that's an empty array, so this did not work. Okay, so why is this messed up? Oh, not includes the. I said it has to be the. It's not real. Okay, let's try it again. Let's go to YouTube. Did this not reload? Oh, it's still messed up. So filter data item, so the length has to be greater than 2, and it has to not be I don't understand. Let me just refloat it one more time. Why would it be empty? Oh, well, I guess let's just see if this is empty. Oh yeah, it is empty. Why is it empty? It has to be greater than, and it has, and the includes data item. Wait, I don't know why this is confusing. So an array, also it doesn't need to be, it includes with an array, but I'm gonna add other stuff to it. Let me just see if metadata has, this is like a really stupid bug. I know it's stupid. I know it is. Yeah. So, oh, because it's dot term. I changed it to dot term. Dot term. That's why we log our data. So now we gotta change this to be occurrences data item dot term, data item dot term, like that, and then what we should do is you know what we should do? We should in this occurrences mapping, as we sort it, this is funny. I'm only doing this as like a little optimized, but as we sort it, oh, actually this isn't optimized. But what really is optimized if we make a timestamp map as we loop through this the first time, just so we can use this later. So I'll say timestamp data item dot term equals dot ts, just so we don't have to do another loop later on. So we're just storing this in memory. Art map's fun. Oh, I mean, maps and computer science. Alright, so timestamps. So here we'll do ts timestamps data item, so that we don't have to do another loop to keep this data, because we want to use this timestamp stuff here as well to sort it, but we just want to do like another sort probably with the timestamp, just so we can make sure we're not getting too old stuff, like stuff that's more relevant to us. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so sorted metadata. Web has a occurrence, was it 27, API 24, storage 18. That sounds about right. And then, alright, cool. Firefox, so now we've sorted this and we have the timestamp for each. So what we can do here is we can try to say, if it's, we want to get newer stuff. So how do we get newer stuff? We could say, just always take the top. This will be our algorithm to get the topics. Let's say for whenever we sort this, get the top 10% of things, roughly. It's descending, so we do 0, comma, sorted metadata dot length divided by 10 not round. So we're getting the top 10% in here. We're gonna want to now sort this by sort this by relevant things. Let's just always do stuff that we searched in the past 2 days, which right now it won't matter. But we'll say ATS, comma, minus B, wait, TS. We don't have to do this. We just do a filter. We don't have to sort anything. We'll just do a filter and we'll say for each data item, the data item .ts is, how do you check if it's less than, so we'll have to make a new date off data item ts, and we'll say if the new date is how would this work? We'll say if the new date is, let's see, if the new date is, let me see, hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. I just realized my chat's been frozen this whole time. Suck it, that's so funny. You guys have been saying something the whole time. Oh my god, I'm sorry. You've changed, man. Who's Saket? Alright, but anyway. Backyard engineering is a fire slogan. Alright, okay, so any questions so far? If anyone's like still alive? So let's go and let's do, so we want to see if this date was 2 days ago. So we really can just say get time for, so let's say current time, or term time is this, and we want to say current time equals new date dot get time, and the current time minus the term time. And if this is greater than, what's seconds from like 2 days ago, or milliseconds I mean, so seconds times, that's a minute, I mean that's, dude, my brain is like, that's an hour. 24 times 2 times 1000. So if the time is greater than that, if it's less than or equal to that, then return. So we're now filtering this data based on whether or not this works. So okay. Let's go and see if this works. Slice, filter, nice. So now we're getting terms that are within the past 2 days. Let's return these terms. And now we have Oh, actually, no, we don't want to return the terms yet. We want to be able to get the terms to pick from. And let's get 2 random terms from this and join them together and then make a search with that. So I'll say, so let's get 2 random numbers that don't collide from this. Oh, I forgot. Getting things that don't collide kind of sucks. Getting 2 random numbers without doing a while loop, it does kind of suck. But that's fine. We can just pick from the top 50 and then pick from the bottom 50. So that's fine. Divided by, so let's do length divided by 2. So this is first number constraint. And then the second number constraint is just the length. Okay, cool. So we will get, so the way we'll get the random number is we want to do math.random, which gives a random number from 0 to 1. We'll multiply that by the length of this. Then let's do math floor because we want to get the index. This is how you randomly choose from an array in Python. And floor is going to bring us down to 0 for if it's 0. Because if we did seal, then we're going to have an off by 1 error. So this is a random number, and we want to, let me think. So we want to first do a random number from that. We will get terms to pick from. This is going to be 0 to this random number. This is going to be our first term. And the second term is going to be the second half of the array that we're going to pick from. And we're going to say math floor random times how does this work? Well, it's definitely going to be times second, but we want to make it from 0.5 to 1. So I think we just do plus 0.5. No, that's not. I think we just say plus. Oh no, we always use the first number constraint, and then we just, instead of doing math, I think we add the number here. And we just do that. But I think we want to do floor here instead of seal. So we actually don't need the second number constraint. So what we're doing is we're just saying we have an array of strings, cut an array in half, get a random pick from the first half, get a random pick from the last half. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. So let's do, so this is just going to be an array with the first term, the second term. Okay. Just so we don't have any collisions. So we're getting 2 random terms from our behavioral thing. So we're getting like, let's go. I don't know why my chat froze. That sucks. People were saying stuff. Someone's like, why don't you use VS Code instead, or Vim at least? Like that would have been hilarious for me to explain why that person is misinformed. Crazy. Alright, so yeah, obviously, yeah, Sublime Text, if you're not using, yeah, it's like, how many times do I have to say, if you're not using Sublime Text, then you're just, it's like, do you even code? You know? And if you don't code, then what do you do? Like, there's life outside? No, there can't be. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it. It did not log the terms. Oh, it did. Nice. It just got like that. So web API is gonna be our thing that we pass to that term. So we're gonna have to do web API. So this is our search. So this is the search that we're making. And now we're gonna have another thing that's gonna say search YouTube for vids. And we're gonna pass in the search query to that. Let's call it search query. And this is gonna return vid info. And we're gonna use vid info to render stuff for ourselves here. I don't know why this guy's saying he's day one. I don't know who you are. Like what? Okay, search query, fetch, and then all right, let's do async. I can't. If you guys use VS Code, like I can't. VS Code's so slow. It's not even that slow. It's just that there's so much going on. I just like a very simple text editor. Okay, I don't like a bunch of random stuff popping up. That is, oh, you didn't install VCode.js Supernova. It's like, well, I didn't want to. That's why I didn't install it. You go install your BS. Yeah, BS code. Yeah. BS code. That's great. VS Code on top. No. It's funny, I have like VS Code like right here. It's like so phony. Makes the Git version control so sleek. If you're doing Git version control not bare ass naked in the terminal, then what are you doing? You need to suffer through Git. Git shouldn't be easy. Okay, so notice I'm encoding the URI component. So you should do this whenever you're concatenating strings to pass to HTTP. You should make sure that each query string is encoded with the URL param. So we pass in the search query, we make a fetch request. I actually don't know if it's going to return video data. We may have to, this may be like stuff that's rendered after we may not be able to like actually use this. So let's do await result dot text. I forgot if that's what it is. I always get JSON, so I forget. We'll just fetch request get result. Get result text. Yeah, it is text. Okay, cool. We're not doing Puppeteer today, so I get it. I know. You know why we're not using Puppeteer? Because we're in the browser right now. It says, that's huge. Hold on, are they gonna let me view the whole thing? Okay, cool. Alright, let's see what this is. I think it's just a big JSON file. He's reading a book on. Wait, what was your friend reading? On Git when I press. Yeah, yeah, your friend's right. Your friend should be reading a book. You're like, oh, it works. Click, dude. ChatGPT is gonna take your press job away, and your friend's gonna know how the system works. Yeah, it's all in JSON. Okay, a couple things. We can do this. We can this it's kind of funny. We can use this. We can actually parse this JSON. I don't want to. I really don't want to. Parsing JSON is not fun. But let me look at what this query was so we can simulate it on our own side. So it looks like the query was, oh, we don't know what the query was because I didn't log it. So let's log it this time. Actually, let's log the full URL so we can just take that. Search URL equals this. Console.log search URL. Okay, so let's reload this. Let's go back to YouTube. Let's see if we're getting our data. Okay, this is the search URL API main. That's hopefully eventually this will be like good, but I don't think we can actually like this. This looks like a huge JSON file. Like I think everything is rendered after the fact on it. Prettier formatting is good. It is good. Sublime, you can use that. Do that in Sublime. Sublime has like everything VS Code has. Yeah, manually. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of automated stuff that's really nice about it. That's true. It's true. So I'm gonna look up. So Madness Combat 8 soundtrack. Also, the cool thing is we're making requests with our own cookies. So let's search in here. Soundtrack. What? Everything just like went away. What? Let's see. Let's open this up. Okay, let me just. How do I copy this whole thing? Alright, cool. It's definitely not the whole thing. Alright. Also, it includes a ton of that stuff. Okay, copy message. Nice. Let's go and paste that in here. Cool. This is. So you see why I like Puppeteer? This is insane. Alright, let's see if soundtrack is in here. I just want to see if there's data. Oh, thumbnails. You see how there's like, yeah, right here. Okay. We're gonna have to parse out this object from this response. This sucks. Okay, we'll do it. We can figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay. So, where does the object start? YT initial data. By the way, YT initial data, if you want to ever mess around with YouTube data, type in YT initial data in the inspector. You get a ton of cool data. So we're going to have to get YT initial data. And we're going to have to parse everything after that until this object ends. Which is interesting because I don't know when the object ends. But I think we can get when the object ends, and I think I know a trick. So we're doing manual. This is like OG web scraping where we're just literally just looking at the text that comes back from the response. No browser automation. You see why the browser automation is so good? Like this is painful. But we're gonna have to find where that YT initial data, because also all the data they have, just keep that here. All the data they have is rendered in the browser after the JavaScript renders on the page. So let's go and let's open this up. And let's see. Is it over yet? Is it done? Wow. This is wild. How long am I gonna scroll here? How long am I gonna scroll? And I will scroll 500. Oh wait, I don't get copyright infringed or copyright smacked. Okay, so let's just speed this up a little bit. Let's speed this up a little bit. Okay. I also don't know if there was like. Okay. Let's assume this is the end. That sucks. So maybe until this window function. Wait, no. There's more stuff. I think it's this. I think this is the end. My own. So it's right until an ending script tag. Okay. You want to see the real shit? Want to see the real shit? You want to. So in this response text, we're gonna put this in a variable. And we're gonna say response.index of this. That's the index, assuming it exists. So this is start index, and then we're gonna have to get all the indexes with ending script tags and get the one after this index. Oh, actually, we don't even need to do that because we can slice it starting here. So we can say result response.slice start index. Let's do it. Let's just do it, right? Let's just go for it. If anyone tells you that, they're trying to get in your pants. Let's just do it. Let's just go for it. It's like, no. By the way, I have to add the length here because it's gonna give us the index at the start of this. So I have to move it over for the full length of the string. So I'm slicing it from then, and this is our initial slice. And then after our initial slice, we want to get the index of the ending script tag, and then we want to. I know this looks bad, or this looks confusing. We want to get the length comma that, and I think that's what we want. And then we want a JSON string parse this. If this works, I don't know. Like I don't know what to say if this works. Okay. So let's just assume this is YT initial data. I don't know. This is weird. I can't imagine this working. It's just like first try, but like I'm trying to isolate that big JSON that we saw in there and parse it. I don't know. Let's do it. All right, reload And let's see. Probably gonna get an error. Yep. Line 7. Oh wait, that's different. Oh, this is a totally different error. We just didn't close this. All right. Okay, it did not parse it. But how about this though? Let's, instead of just parsing this, let's put this in a variable and see if we're actually like, if this is actually doing anything. So this is our raw YT initial data. And then let's log this. Parse that, and then let's see what this log looks like. Oh, that's not a real JSON object. I accidentally opened VS Code. Alright, so what? I might need to do -1. I'm gonna go back here. Where's YT initial data? Wait, what? Oh, I was wrong about the index thing. It gets the end of it. What? Is that new? I could have sworn that wasn't the case, but alright. Okay, still broke. But no, but that looks like a legit. This looks legit though. It says on column 854,000. So that, let's see, and then it ends. Oh, and then there's the semicolon at the end. Maybe if I get rid of the semicolon, so we'll just do -1 right here. Yeah, it would be so sad. Oh, it worked. Nice. Nice. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. That's so, and you know why that's so nice? We're never gonna get rate limited like this, because the browser, this is a really cool thing about web scraping from Chrome extensions. They're gonna see that we're making a request from our browser. Like, it literally just looks like a YouTube request, especially if we pass up the cookies. So that's great. Wow, that actually worked. We parsed, so this like YouTube's JSON data for the page, and we actually got it loaded. Nice. That is satisfying. All right, so okay, so I know that the data is in because of previous hack storing I've done. I know that it's in here. Pretty sure it's in here. Video renderer. Let's see. One of these was called like, hold on. Title. Accessibility. Storing. Oh. Well, okay. Well, I think this is it. Because what was the search? API storage. Open URL, a new tab. That's actually crazy that I didn't think that was gonna work. I was like, oh, this video is gonna have to be a bit of a bust, but no, that worked. Okay, storing objects with local storage in JavaScript. That's the first one I got from here. So let's see. Local storage JavaScript. Yeah, okay, so this is how we get the data. We gotta look through. It's a huge JSON parsing. Okay, so we do object.contents. .contents. And let's just get the top 3 vids. Oh, I just realized we want to do 4 requests. So let's get the top vid per request. Let's do that. Because we want to have like a column of info. I mean a row. Am I slow? Yeah, I guess I am. Okay. But yeah, we want to do dot contents or underscore dot contents dot 2 column. I know they make this hard on purpose. Dot 2 column dot primary contents. This is like this is YouTube's way of saying stuff. This is like, why are you only isolating that data? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean only isolating that data? Oh, you mean YT initial data? Because this is what has the video information for us. So we're gonna so this is gonna give us the video data. If I answered your question. Then we want to do like the video data we want for the recommended videos. Dot contents. Look how long this JSON like field is, and then contents, and then 0. So let's just get the first one. So let's get the 0th video, and then the video render is YouTube's object for videos. And let's get the video render. Okay. Alright, we want the thumbnail. Because we want the title, we want the thumbnail. So let's get the title, what it runs. So the run in media, when these media companies, that's like the name of a media item. That's like what they call it. I don't know, they're weird. How do I know what? Sai, what? Being very cryptic. Alright, so the thumbnail. Let's get the smaller one. We don't need the bigger one. Like the... Oh, yeah, so... I knew it from like a previous project, that YT initial data, previous YouTube hacking. But also it just had the data. So the one thing, right now I searched the data to find where the video was, and it was a video that had like soundtrack in it, and I saw that it was in this big JSON, and I just scrolled up until I saw that the JSON was YT initial data, and it's defined in this like big JSON in this text and script. If that answers the question. Okay, so the video is this. So we're going to do video dot thumbnail dot thumbnails, because we want to actually show this information. It's funny that we're streaming this on YouTube. It's kind of funny. And the 0, and then we're going to get the URL, and this is going to give us the thumbnail URL. The labor I do for you. like overbearing mother. What I do for you. I hacked the code. This isn't a hack. I exploit. I exploit the code for you. You see what I do for you? Like the Godfather of code. how many bytes I've parsed for you. The stack that I overflowed. That's like the nerdiest, dumbest joke I've ever made, but I love it. That's my comedy. Okay, dot runs 0 dot text. So this is gonna be the title. And what else do we need? What do recommended videos have? They have the user, they have the view count. Let's just get the, okay, we have the thumbnail. Do they have user information? Let's get owner badges. What is that? Oh, this is tracking information. Yeah. And then the runs. Okay, this is the creator name. So owner text. So creator name dot owner text. Who else is gonna give you this type of breakdown? Who else would give this? I don't know what this voice is I'm doing. Who else would give you this? Who else would give you this? No one. You Zoomers don't understand that. Alright, and this is video views. This will be video dot short view count text dot simple text. Simple text. And then where's the oh, there's a view count text too. Whatever. But where's the, I want the owner's like face. I want their face. Where's their fucking face? If you whisper, does YouTube get mad when you say fuck? Oh, channel thumbnail. That's what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. So channel thumbnail supported renderers. So creator thumb. This is all we need, and then we'll do some front end once we get our data. Isn't this fun? Isn't this cool? It's called Snack Overflow. That's fun. That's fun. It's cute. Snack Overflow. The colleges are, you guys are gonna lead us to destruction. Snack Overflow? Your school actually has Snack Overflow? That's like embarrassing. Oh, I'm gonna go over to Snack Overflow. You tell your dad, and your dad's like, "How much is that school?" Oh, I thought that was like, it's like cute. I'm just kidding, obviously. It's just funny, like your parents are like, he's gonna get this good education, and you send him to the school, and they're like, what the fuck? They're like, that's cute. That's adorable. All right, so we're gonna want to do this whole thing, and let's log vid info. So we want to make sure we have 4 vid infos logged without any errors. So we're going to do this 4 times. And let's just say like video count or feed video count. And then we're going to say How many times have you wrote this loop? Like actually, like I might have been 1,000,000,000 times at this point. Also, the reason why we're doing this loop is because, one, it's easy because I have this iterator, but two, when we're doing await, which we're doing in the search, I think get topics is synchronous, yeah. So when you're doing await, you can't do it in a for each or any array method. You can't do async await. So we're gonna get our vid info, we're gonna log it, we're gonna make sure this gets logged 4 times. If this actually works 4 times, that's like crazy. That's crazy. Okay, so it didn't work. Oh, you know why? I think this one was thumbnails. So that means it got, the good news is that it got everything except that one. So it's this one. I think it's thumbnails. And let's not log YT initial data because it's absurdly huge. I keep opening up this terminal. All right. So let's reload. Let's reload this. What just happened? Oh, I need to go to YouTube. Videos undefined. What? Video is undefined. Where? What? Oh, okay. So this is undefined somewhere? Let's reload it and try again. It did it once, did it twice, did it 3 times. I don't know why it was undefined that other time because it just worked. Nice. Look at that. That's all the data we need to make a front end. That's all the data we need. Beautiful. We're going to have to do a try catch because I don't know why this broke. So let's just do. I also done the try catch on the outside because you don't want to do a bunch of logic inside your try block because V8 is not optimized to, it doesn't optimize code inside try blocks. All right. So let's get our videos. Videos equals empty array. Then we're going to do videos dot push vid info. Sometimes I guess it's going to break, so I don't know. And then, and by the way, so what we're doing is in the loop. That's funny. Yeah. No, it's like the amount of times I've written var or let or whatever. In general, the amount of times I've written I equals 0, I less than whatever, then I plus plus. It's too many times. Or the amount of times I've written like a p tag. Okay. So now we have our videos. We're gonna want to render videos in view, whatever. Render videos. We want to pass in our videos object. And once we get the videos object, like this is easy. The videos object is the thing that's hard. So, and I think the reason why for some of it breaks is because we have an add slot. Yeah, I think that's why it broke. Look at this video. It's a bunch of jacked girls with their butts out. That's not haram. Okay. So let's go and let's do inspect. Oh, I'm already inspecting. I remember not to stream on Chrome next time on my computer. Why is this taking so long? What just happened? This is so, it's just like freaked out. Okay, well, I'm just gonna start coding. Okay. I guess I'll just restart the browser or something. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, okay, cool. Now it's just doing what it wants. Okay. So, alright, so I just wanted to inspect. So let's go inspect this. We want to put something under this, or maybe above it. Let's do it above it. I think that'll be easy, easier. What is this? This is a chip bar renderer, and then chips wrapper, and then big util. What are any of these things? And content. So we want to do it above contents. So above ID contents, we want to render this. So so now we're doing some front end. We don't want to create anything. Contents. Stack content. Contents. Contents dot. Forgot how to insert above. Element above. I don't want to search Amazon. What? Insert element above on JavaScript. Insert before. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. And then the new node and the reference node. Okay, cool. Wait, is it document dot insert before? Oh, it's, wait, what? Oh, the div and then the two nodes. Okay. It's weird. Wait, is this how you're supposed to do it? Parent dot insert before. Well, we're gonna have to. This is the reference node. We're gonna have to put something right here. There's gonna be the video container. Videos container. But let's create that. So let's do document dot create element. This is not React, so just know this is React. You're in new territory here. So let's do dot style dot display flex align items center. Let's do some flex stuff on it. Let's do then we want to loop through our videos. Videos, and then video. What was our object right here? So we want to say we want to get the thumbnail. We gotta. I know this part's a pain, but I can also just get a template and insert a template. But I'm just gonna write it all out in vanilla JavaScript. It's fine. So let's get an image tag. How big are these? Wait, this is many ID contents. Well, I gotta deal with that. Looks like these are 340 by 330 by 343 by, what am I saying? That's not actually 343 by 313. Okay, so height is 313, image dot style dot width 343. Oh, we actually want to make it smaller, but that's fine because we have. Let's just make this three videos. And we'll make this video that, and then the image dot source equals video dot thumbnail URL, and then we want to make a video div equals document dot create element div dot style dot display equals flex direction column. Everyone watching now is like, this guy is insane. Why is he not using React? This fool. Look at this fool. So you want to append the image, and then what do these look like? So they have a little thing here, and then they have the name. Okay, so they have thumbnail. They have a little div with like a bunch of content inside of it. So like another div. So this is like video content div. There's another thing, and in the end we're going to be appending the video div. I know we're going to be doing that. Let's also give this margin right of something. Margin right 10 pixels. Except if it's the last one, which I don't feel like checking for now. Yeah, we don't. I'll just do it. I'll just do it. Plus plus. If I is less than videos dot length minus 1. Just want to make sure we don't need margin on the last one. Okay. All right, but okay. So we have video container. We're appending the div, right? So we have a little content area where we have one column. So this will be flexed. Notice I'm using flex because that's just what you should do. And I want to have a little mini thumbnail of the guy, which is going to be creative thumbnail, and we'll do the same thing here. Creator image, and this is going to be creator thumbnail. Oh wait, I just named the same thing video. Wait, never mind. No, that's fine. That's an error. That's an error. And we want to go and let's see. How big is this? This is 36 by 36. Okay, so this is 36 by 36. Or actually, let's do, oops, pixels by, notice how I'm not testing any of this. That's how you know you're cool. If it was wondering how to be cool. Don't test your code ever. That's what they want you to do. That's what the elites want you to do. They want you to test your code. Margin right, 10 pixels. Okay, and then we have new agitate. But okay, so we have another. This is kind of a pain. What we want to append this image to the div, and then we want to. So we actually want to append this to the video div right here. I'm just making things look okay. It's not going to look perfect. It's not going to be beautiful. You know what we really can do is we can just copy all this their design. We're rebuilding our design. Yeah, don't test your code. Don't test your code. Testing code is for the weak. Yeah. If you test your code, you're like barely an X. Barely an X. So let's go and let's do creator image dot source equals video creator thumbnail, and then oh right, so we added the image to this content div. We have to add another div. I know this is so poorly done. Or video info div, and we're gonna have to add it to this content div in the end. Okay, video. So in this div, this is gonna be this little slot right here. So we're gonna have to have a column, but let's just do a p tag. So this is the video title. It goes document dot create element p tag, and video title dot inner text is equals the video dot title. Yeah, that's what we call it. And then we'll add that. None of this is gonna be styled well, so sorry. We're 10x. We don't style. Okay. So we're gonna have let's just make 2 spans, and then one span is gonna be for the video. Oh, this is not how you should do things. I'm just doing this. I'm just making this as fast as I can. So we're doing video. Name, creator name, and creator name, and then video views, and then this is the video views, and then we're gonna add the video views. So we have, this is the right column of info. The creator image, this is the left column of info. This is the info container. This is the big thumbnail. Thumbnail image. Okay. So, and then we're just appending everything in the end. Notice how, like, that's the first time you've seen me comment anything. Alright, reload, and then let's go back. Oh wait, it's not gonna work. I forgot. The reason why it's not gonna work is because we are not correctly, we're appending it to the wrong div. So why is our page so slow? We have to like reset this page, render a new page. Unless we like did something that's in a forever loop or something. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, we gotta fix this part. I'm just gonna exit out of this. It's not even letting me exit out. don't know what just happened. All right, so we got errors. It says video is undefined. All right, well, first before we even think about debugging that, let's just try to, let's exit out of this. I don't know why that's taken that's like so crazy. Let's exit out of this. Let's go back to YouTube. So open up a inspector. Okay, all right, videos undefined, whatever. All right, so videos undefined for on lines 78. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's just that same error. So for some reason, it's just for the first one, it's breaking. But all right, node to insert before is not a child of this node. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we gotta actually find where all this exists. So we have the content, we have the mass A container, we have the page manager, we have the browse section, and this little 2-column renderer thing, whatever that means. We have, okay, so we have to use ID primary, and then contents. So let's do ID primary contents. Let's test it. So document dot query selector primary contents. Okay, so that's more like it. And that's right here. We gotta figure out how to actually, oh, you know what, instead of inserting it, instead of doing the insert before, let's just do the spinner container and just insert it after that. Spinner. Okay. And then spinner append, just because I don't fully know that works yet. Alright, so let's refresh, reload this. It's not going to be designed, beware. I just want to see if this actually does something. Oh, that's not a valid selector? What? Oh, whoops. My bad. So I'm going to this page and I'm like, hey, I want some recommended content that I control. Hey, there it is. It's behind the okay, it's behind the other stuff. Hold on a second. So we gotta let's figure that out. Let's figure that out for a sec. Contents. Let's see if I want to figure out how to move this. Padding top. If I made it 200 pixels. Well, that didn't. Oh, okay, that did it. Okay, so let's do 200 pixels. Let's do 400. Okay, cool. So let's do contents dot style dot padding top equals 400 pixels, and let's make these all this text, because the text right now is like style dot color equals white Okay, so let's try this again. So I'm gonna go and do debugging. Go in here. Let's see it, and let's refresh. Hold on a second. We'll figure that out. But we will figure that out. So let's do. I want this info div or content div to have a margin top 10 pixels. 12 pixels. Alright. Let's reload this. Let's refresh this. So I'm getting my recommended videos, and this is based on my recent searches, or the recent pages that I've been on. So let's see this work in action. Page is still loading. I'm someone that was just searching stuff on whatever. Nice, we did it. Look at that. 2 of these videos are the same. We'll figure that out, but look at that. We have this guy, Aaron Jack. We have the title of the video. We can't click on it yet. Let's actually do that before we go. But we have the view count, which is like right there. Couple things. Let's clean it up. Let's clean it up. Alright, so view count. Let's give this some margin left of 10 pixels. Yeah, man. It's working. And let's make this all clickable. So let's actually go back to this object and find, so this video right here, let's log this. So we can see if we can find the actual video link. That's the most important thing. You want to make your own YouTube algorithm? You gotta do the hard work. We did it in, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Not my best work. I was going for like 2 hours, but what can you do? All right, so like how my video is like right there. All right. So let's look at these videos. We gotta make this clickable. So let's open up this video. Yeah, man. Well, do you want the code? Because I can give the code. Yeah, I can give the code. But let's see. Where's the video link? Let's see. Video ID. I think we can just make the link from that. See. Yeah, you're gonna use this? Yeah. You can build on top of this. Yeah. We can use the video link. So it's like watch $v equals. Okay, so this is how we build this. So we want to get the, so it's just dot video ID. So video ID. Dude, I already have, look up my algorithm. I already have something like this on the Chrome store. This is like a worse version. Yeah, I have a GitHub. Check out my GitHub repo for my algorithm. Okay, so let's actually make this clickable. So let's make this have a cursor pointer. And then let's add an event listener, which is click to this. And then let's do window dot location dot href equals video. Oh, not on the container, my bad. We want to do it on the video div. And the pointer should be on the video div. We're almost at Nirvana. Hacker Nirvana. That's where I want to go. I want to go to Hacker Nirvana. Okay, so I think this will take us to that page. We want to use video div instead. Alright, cursor pointer. Alright, let's see. Let's reload. And let's refresh. See if we've successfully made our own YouTube recommendation feed from scratch. Just vanilla JS, some basic NLP parsing, tagging. Let's see. Okay, we got an error, I think. No, we didn't get an error. We just got 2 videos this time. That's fine. But let's click on one of them. Oh, I don't think our clicking worked. Yeah, our clicking did not work. We're not there yet. What? Why did this clicking not work? The cursor pointer also didn't work. This did reload, right? Cursor pointer. And then I add event listener, click, and then it takes our location to. We're so close, it's like crazy. Let's refresh. Maybe I didn't reload it. Maybe I didn't restart. Maybe I didn't save. Maybe I didn't control S. That's like the coder's nightmare. Maybe I didn't control S. No, that's the excuse. Okay. Alright, well it's like cut off at the top. But anyway, so I'm actually curious what's going on here. You know what we can do? We can let's inspect this. Oh, you know why? We can't click on it because it's behind this thing. Whoa, that's crazy. Whoa, that's actually crazy. It's like not in the HTML. Like, I mean it is, but it like isn't. So let's actually search here for web storage. Where is this? Where is this? Oh, it's inside the spinner container. My bad. I want to insert after. No wonder it was like so weird. Wait, insert after JavaScript. We're so close. We're so close. I think we just do dot after. Yeah. I've never used that. I think that's why the padding was weird too. So actually, let me refresh this and see if, because whatever thing we added inside of was messing with the screen, with the view. No, so I'm not like, oh, it's almost good. It's crappy. Let's just stop. No, I'm like, let's finish it. Let's finish it. All right. Okay. Yeah, we don't need all that padding. Let's get rid of that. Let's click on one of these videos. Yeah. It's going. It's good. I don't know why the link's taking this long. But okay. Alright. So the link click worked. We're on the video.
API, application programming.
Shut up. No one wants to hear about what APIs are. Alright. Let's get rid of that padding. Cool. We did it. Sai, thanks for tagging along. Definitely gonna send you the code after this. This is it. So this is all our code. It's all just in the content script. We actually didn't even do any background script. So here we parse the metadata, we track our behavior, we store it. Whenever we go to YouTube, we do some magic to get topics. We get the occurrences, we get the most recent terms that are have high frequency. We build a search query, we search YouTube per video, and then we show it. So that's it. All right. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. If you made it this far, I don't know. That's crazy. So you're dedicated. Yeah, no, this is a very doable. This is super doable. Yeah, dude, efficiency is the thing. I also want to show that backyard engineer shit. It's like, get it done. That's it. But alright, man. I'll see ya. Enjoy.